So hi all, welcome to You Can Learn Academy. This is our third session. Do coding look like this to you? For me, it is little bit yes, right? So over here, we always try to find some easy and efficient way which can help us to learn pretty quickly. Okay, so yeah, so we will going to learn some magic today, which will help us to create page like this, which I have just shown you only in 5 minutes. Is it little less than magic?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Spider-Man said that every great power comes with great responsibilities. Okay, so we have to be cautious also that when we do copy paste, we should have an understanding of the structures. Otherwise, what happens? It is pretty challenging for us to change. Suppose you can copy and paste and create a page like this, but if someone comes to you and asks, "Hey, can you change this logo for me, or can you change this image for me?" then it becomes very tough for us. So look closely. This is W3 School homepage. Now you can scroll down and you will come to the section web templates. Okay, is it clear? Now click on browse templates. So what is this? They gives us some free templates, right? See, this all templates are available at your disposal free of cost. Okay. So choose any template, whatever you like. Okay, like that I have taken this template last day, right? And these templates are fully responsive. So for simplicity's sake, let's go to the another page what we have created from the same source, and the template also I have shown you. There was a template in this section. Okay, so this one. Okay, this is little simple. So for demo purpose, it will be good. But these all templates are responsive. So let's again do the same thing. Try it yourself. Okay. Copy and paste. Okay. One more very important trick is in your HTML page or any code, all the code which is present in this entire world, never delete the original code. Okay, this is a very important point we should always remember. Never delete the original code, right? So what I have done, I have copied the code, and you can take a backup also. Okay, and I have pasted it over here, right, for reference. Now let's save this and okay. So the problem what is happening over here is a very classic problem which you all going to face. Okay, so that's why I am showing the problem first. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the problem in this page? Just guess. The template looks like this. Okay, but when I copied this template in my in my editor, the template doesn't appearing same, right? So what is the problem here?
Maybe the background template is not saved in your system.
Yes.
So, right.
Yes, you are right. Pretty close. Okay, background image. See, just what is the difference between these two template is the image. See. Okay. Now, what is the problem over here? The problem is that see, they are not getting this image. Okay, if I can somehow put this image in my folder, then automatically this page will start appearing. Okay, is it clear, or you have confusion? Because this is very important part where you have to understand it very closely.
Okay, so Tapas, you mean to say For creating every page where we have a background image, we need to save each and every images in the same folder.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Means see, this browser doesn't create image, right? Image editing software like
Right.
Photoshop or any
Hmm.
other application provide image. So HTML doesn't create image. Then how HTML shows image? It's like borrowing image or referring
Right.
image, right? For
Right.
example,
Right.
see if we go over here, okay, we will see there should be a class, right? You can right click, inspect. Inspect, click on this. See this, okay?
Right. Right. It's the link of that image.
Image, right? And what they have done, they have not kept the image directly inside the page, right? What they have did, they have pasted the image inside this bg image, right? This is what, this is a class, right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Inside this
Yes.
class
Yeah.
they have, so this is a style sheet. Inside their style sheet, what they have done, they have created a class for background image. Inside that background image they have put this image, okay? Now what we can do, we can click this image, okay? Let's try whether we can open this image or not. Let's see, sometime it opens. Yeah, got the trick?
Yes. Yes. It's opening.
I need yes from everyone who hasn't understand. This is the most
Yes.
important concept. If you don't understand
Yes,
it,
yes.
you cannot create the page, okay? So see here, so what they did, they have put that image inside a style sheet, okay? That's why our page was not getting the context of it, okay, right? So see over here, instead of this, if I now put this, what happens? Now the magic happens. Can you see the magic?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Who tells me the magic?
So we'll have to copy the page link, the entire page link, and then paste it to our page where we are writing codes.
Agree? Any more opinions? Anyone else try? Want to try?
Same.
Okay. Parimal, what do you think?
Next, I want to ask you how you brought it to the front, the overall text.
This section?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I will come to that. But before that, what do you think? How this image is appearing? Why it was not appearing previously, and why it is appearing now? Okay, this is very why I am asking each one of you, because this is the most important concept which will help us in all our next learnings. And when you also going to create a page like this or copy paste something from somewhere, then you 100% going to face this challenge and you have to solve. That's why this concept should be clear in everyone's mind. Again, I am telling that, see what happens when we go to any code editor. Okay. Just bear with me 1 minute. Lots of pages and give me 1 minute. Yes, see here. Okay, so what happens? This is the dynamic path they call. Okay, so it's very important. If you don't give this, then the page will not understand that from where I should collect the data or I should collect the image, right? For this reason, if you see over here, what happens? As because this entire page is running inside W3's server, so they don't have any issue finding the image, right? But when it comes inside our folder in my system, my C drive or D drive, this path is missing, right? Okay, that's where we have to give the dynamic path, where I have given this dynamic path, right? Previously it was only W3 images. Actually this W3 images is a folder. Inside that what we have, this forestbridge.jpg, right? Okay, so now so now a question comes, maybe it has already come in your mind, that okay, then every time I create a page, I have to always dedicate this to somebody else's server. What happens if a few days after they delete this entire page, entire image from their server? Or one more very important question.
Then it will not appear in our page if
Right.
they delete.
Yes.
And if I want to,
the data of that link will be directly deleted, so it will not be showing in our page.
Right. And one more very important.
And what if I want to? And what if I want to take an image from my computer directly?
Yeah, that is the point I'm coming.
If you download this image to our desktop, so it will help us.
Yes. So you all have said correctly, but bits and pieces, right? So, and one more very important point. Okay, you have created this page by copy paste. Do you want to tell the entire world that I have created this page by copy paste?
No, never.
No, never.
Right? Do magician tell their tricks? Have you ever seen a magician done a magic, and after that they told, hey, inside this box, see, there was the ball. It was not coming from outside. It was inside there. You missed it. Like that? No, right?
No.
Yes.
So in real life, what we do, we erase all the links what is directing to someone else's site, right? Though this is illegal, we shouldn't do, but for learning purpose we can check this. Okay, because copy paste is the way how we learn in general. In our childhood also we learn by copy pasting, right? When we was learning alphabets and all, so we do copy paste. After that, when we have enough experience, enough knowledge, then we can write by ourselves. Coding is also like that, as because we are beginners, that's why we are copy pasting from somewhere else. But after few days of practice, when we have enough understanding of this, we need not to do copy paste, right? We can do it by ourselves, right? Now let's come to the question which Parimal asked. Okay, how we can do this, like create this or connect this image in my system. Okay, so what you have to do is very simple. Okay, so first I will show you the simple thing. Okay, then I will explain you that the how should be the folder structure and all, right? So the simple thing what we will do, suppose I have downloaded this image, right? Okay, I have downloaded this image. So there are a lot of free image website you can go, like Unsplash or anywhere you can go. So this is a website. From here you can download free images. So I have already downloaded one. Now what is the name of this image? This is UCLBG. Now one very important thing is this file extension, right? You can see, right? Who can tell me what is the file extension?
JPG.
Yes, this is very important. Always remember, because see, when you copy paste it, you press F2, so JPG is missing, right? So the image will not appear because the extension is missing, right? So what we need to do, we have to first download it inside our system in the specific folder where the HTML page resides. Okay, then what we can do, okay, we will go to the code and like paste it. Okay, now see what happens. Where is my code? Okay, the magic page.html, the image is showing.
Yes.
Okay, understood, Parimal?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now always remember that as because we are dealing with only one page, it's very easy, right? One page, one image. But think of a complex website where we have like hundreds of pages, thousands of images. Okay, so is it a good idea to keep everything in one place? No, right? What we do in general in our home, in our kitchen, what our mom does, she create compartments or drawers for different things. Like for if we have like food items, or if we have some kind of masalas, for that we have a different cabinet. If we have veggies, for that we have a different cabinet. Likewise, inside the real world, or the coding world, we also do the same type of thing. What we create folders, right? So images, okay, for all the images. So when you also create a website, always remember that we have to create different folders for specific things, right? For images, we have to create a images folder, right? So this image should reside inside this. Okay, now let's see what happens to our page. Now again the image is missing. Can anyone tell me what is the reason behind the missing background image? It was showing previously, right? But it's not showing now. What is the reason? Any guess? Anyone? Any guess? Let's bring back the image. Then you will understand.
So you have changed the address or the image in another folder, and that link was properly missing. Properly link was missing.
Yes, this is right. Suppose we always keep our key in a specific place. Now someone changed the place of the key. Now will you find it? No, right? This same thing is happening in this also. Now see, if we go and check, you can again see the image. Because of this, I have put this outside, right? So this is also a very important concept. You understood, right? We have to create means in general, we have to see that the folder structure, we have to always keep in mind that the folder structure. So this is a folder structure. Now I have put this background image inside this images folder, and also logo inside this images folder. Okay, now obviously it will stop reflecting on our page. So what we will do over here, we will do a simple thing, right? Folder name. Okay, and then we have to find where we have kept our logo. Okay, so now let's see. Let me close all these pages. Yeah. Okay. So this image is coming over here, right? So you understand this this concept of a folder structure, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is how we can create a page. Yeah. So this is also a very important concept what we were initially discussing, that suppose you want to run it locally. Suppose you don't have internet connection, then this will not work, right? Because it will not get this link. Okay. To overcome that sort of problem, what we can do? To overcome that sort of problem, we can store it locally. Now, what is the easiest way to store something in local? Is this. You copy this link address, paste it over here, and it will open the style sheet. Right? Now, if you save it, okay, you can save it in a specific format, or best way is what we generally do. You Control A, Control C, go to your IDE, create a new page, paste it over here, and save it as .css. What was the name of that one? Name of that page. The name of that page was w3.css, right? So we can store it with w3.css or any other name, whatever is suitable for me. So w3, or generally we name it as style.css. Okay, see the format .css, right? Save it. Now it has changed its color. Okay, now this page is stored inside your local folder. Now if there is any internet issue or anything happens, no problem, your file will run. Okay, because what? Because we have stored this in our local folder. Now for this also, as we have created images folder, for styles also we create style, this folder. And the next thing which comes, that is JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript or any other script. So for that we create a scripts folder. Okay, so these three are very important folders. Inside this images folder we put all our images. Inside scripts folder we put all our scripts, like dynamic scripts like JavaScript and all. And inside style folder we put all our style sheet. So that keeps your folder structure clear. And inside this, the name of your first page should always be index.html. Okay, so if we create, this is the page name we have given, but this is not suggested. The suggested one is that when you create any page, for example, I am copy pasting this. Okay, so let me copy and create another page. Paste this, save this. So the name should always be IN, because when you host a page, server always looks for the first page should be index. Okay, so this is the page by default be the landing page of your website, right? So the first page should always be named as index.html, right? Okay. Now it's looking perfect. Index.html. Okay, now what you have to do, to go to this and see how many styles over here. See, this is the style, right? Okay, so copy it, paste it over here, create a new file. We have created the styles folder, and the name of the style was what? w3.css. So you need not to change over here, it will automatically work. w3.css. Okay, Now if we go to index.html and we have to find this style folder, right? See over here, style sheet, we have to just change it to style. So be careful about this name and all. See, it's already showing. So w3.css. Okay, now if I run this page, it should at least run with the basic CSS styling. See, the basic CSS styling is available. Okay, now we have to understand that, okay, why these fonts are not coming. Again, go back to the page and check. Okay, some other classes and all are also missing. That is the reason why these fonts are not coming. So that I will not going to discuss today. I want all of you to practice this, and you definitely have some problem. You will going to face some problem, and then we will discuss. So that's the end of today's class from my end. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. We are learning, we are growing, so your suggestions are a great help. Thank you.